I think that aliens 110% walk amongst us, and we might even be them, and we truthfully we wouldn't even know. I mean, I don't think we're necessarily in all of them, because if that was the case, there would be no difference between human and alien, so there'd be no question whether they exist because they're us, right? So like, I look at it like this. I look at it as, and this is, I asked this guy, is Sam Tripoli guy, I don't know, but I think his name was actually Mitch. So, he's his whole family, right? They own goats, and I asked them about you very well could be, and it'd be badass if you knew you were an alien. I think a lot of aliens don't even know they're aliens. They just think they're just normal people, right? Like, I mean, they've been around on this earth for so incredibly long as it sits, right? So like, I mean, a lot of aliens, I believe, would have no clue they're ever an alien. It's like a deep dark secret, right? So like, like inbred, like all of a sudden people are like, dude, that was my dad was married to my cousin. Yeah, fuck yeah, sleeper agents, dude. Like, so if we believe in the existence of aliens, we have to believe, like, if you believe in evolution, right? Evolution and mammals and like all this shit, like even us, like how are we here? We are here from sex. People had sex. So I believe 110% if you breathe the same air that I breathe, you're eventually gonna have sexual relations. You're gonna get effed. Like, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. So like, we go all the way back to like the ancient times, right? Like, Romans, gladiators, like, dude, they just ask for sport, right? Like, dude, if you, it gets really weird, but people had relations with babies. I know this is crazy, but like it goes all the way back. Like, kings were presented babies and stuff. So like, it's crazy. It's a crazy world, but like, if you ever caught a little green thing, you don't think that would be presented to a king? And that king would be looking at this thing and he'd be like, dude, I'm gonna F this thing. I'm gonna F this thing. Like, I'm gonna F this thing. And then eventually he does. And like, you know what? It's kind of weird. Now the king, like, it's not letting the baby run around and stuff. That baby is staying away. Like, it's the same thing as like, dude, farmers, they're always seeing the crop circles and stuff, and nobody ever believes them. You know, like, you got a farmer, he's been telling the sheriff about the crop circles, and they're just like, oh man, Jethro's just talking shit again. And Jethro's like, no, dude, I set a trap and I caught one of those little green effers. And sheriff's like, gee, Jethro, he don't know shit. And so, Jethro, he just got it. Nobody's coming to get it. And he starts looking at this thing, and he's looking at his goats and thinking, man, my goats are getting a little wore out. I'm going to take a swing at this little alien thing. And then, yeah. Yeah, it's just like a sandwich. You made that sandwich. It's got two buttons. Get on in there. Like, get on in there. That's too funny. That bread just got destroyed. Did you put mayo on it? Like, hopefully not. What's that stuff that's yellow? Yellow. Yellow, you squeeze it. Mustard. Hopefully you didn't put mustard on it. Mustard stains. Mustard will stain your skin. Just guys walking around with the Simpsons. Like, I don't know, it was drawn on. Oh god, but yeah, man, just like it. They had Nutella back then? You are, yeah, they probably, I say back then. Did they have Nutella when I was like 13, 14, 15, 16? I have Nutella back then? Probably. What am I, 35? 20 years ago? Let's see. How long has Nutella been around? It's crazy because I've actually never had Nutella.